Okay, on problem number 3, it says a silversmith mixed 15 grams of an 80% silver alloy with 60 grams of a 25% silver alloy. What percent of the concentration of the resulting alloy? Blah, blah, blah. Round to the nearest percent. All right? So what I want to do is I want to go back to the whiteboard. And there's a variety of ways of doing this, including, you could do tables, charts, whatever. I'm just going to say I have something here. It's an alloy. And I mix it with another alloy. It's a mixture problem. And I get a mixture over here. Again, carefully reading through, it says, it's 15 grams. Well, this would be labeled 15 grams now. And what is it going to be? It should be labeled 80% silver, right? So I'm going to just simply say it's 80% silver. Right, I mentioned the silver, by the way. All right, so 15 grams of an 80% silver is mixed with 60 grams of 25% silver alloy. So whatever this is, of the 60 grams, 25% of it is silver. And again, it says, what is the percent of concentration of the resulting? I don't know that. So I'm going to say X percent of this is silver. All right? How many ounces do we have there? Or I'm sorry, I shouldn't say ounces, grams. You have 15 plus 60, which is 75 grams. Well, let's write it down now. What are you going to get? You're going to get 0.80, that's the percentage, by the way, times 15, plus 0.25 times 60. And what does this equal? Well, X percent. So I'm going to write it as X over 100 times 75. I'm going to multiply both sides by 100. And the reason to do that is basically get rid of decimals and the fraction. All right, let's go for that. What are you going to get? You're going to get 80 times 15 plus 25, let's put parentheses on that, times 60 equals, if I multiply 100, I get 75x. All right? So, I realize a lot of students say, I want to use a calculator, and I'm not opposed to it. I mean, use a calculator. What do you get? 80 times 15, let's see, 800 and 400 is 1,200. Plus, let's see, I can write this down a little funny for you. It's really 100 over 4. That's 25 times 60. All right? And certainly looking at that, 4 goes into 4 once, and it goes into 125 times, by the way. But I'm going to divide it into the 60, which would be 15. All right? What are you going to get there? 1,500. What do you get over here? 75x. Again, I'm not using a calculator to do the problem. You're more than welcome to use a calculator if you want. What do you get here? 2,700 equals 75x. What I'm going to do now, divide both sides by 75. What do you get? Well, on the right side you get x. On this side you get 2,700 over 75. Now certainly my recommendation is to reduce it. But again, you may look at that and say, it's really tough to reduce that. But here's the deal. They want you to approximate this, all right? So how do they want you to approximate it? To the nearest tenth of a percent, all right? Round to the nearest tenth of a percent. So let's go through it. Let's put that down. And again, you can just calculate if you want. I'm going to write 75 into 2,700. Let's see, I'm going to say 3. And that's going to be what? 225. I'm going to subtract. What are you going to get there? Let's see, 5. You're going to get 45. Put a 0 there. And then I'm going to say 6. All right, 6 times 5 is 30. And 6 times 7 is 42, plus 3 is 45. What do you get there? 0. So what's the answer over here? It's actually 36. Now, if you want to write as a percent, right, it's 36. Again, going back up over here, this is what we're looking for. And they want it to the nearest tenth of a percent. By the way, it's fine to write down 36. You also can write down 36.0%. Either one's fine, by the way. I would say any one you chose is fine. All right, and that's it. End of the story. Thank you. And again, please feel free to use a calculator if you feel the calculator is necessary to use. Thank you.